Ah, this is high in sign language and by in sign language. Today is a day where I'm repairing targets. I shot it 2 days this week so far. I'm going to shoot some more today. Being retired, I can shoot pretty much any day I want. But you can see I'm repairing targets. Some of these aren't too bad. You can tell by the back. Pretty good, huh? I think that's the fourth time I've repaired this one right here. And this one's right here is about the fourth or the fifth time I've repaired it. I've repaired targets as much as 14 times that I remember. I don't like to waste the targets. You know, they cost maybe 40 cents to $1 on this size of a target. I make a lot of my own targets, but when I'm buying them, I repair them too. So by putting these little stickers on the back, I can just fill in the front instead of putting a sticker on the front. And that works for sometimes. I always like to take the staples out too. Now this one here is pretty radical. This one's about 10 times. You can see on the back. I don't normally put tape on the back unless it's like the last time I'm going to do it or close to it. Because once you put tape on the back, the reactive part on the front doesn't work so good. You can't really splatter apart very good when there's tape on the back. This is about the 8th time for this one. Now this one here, this one's about the 12th time for this one. This one might survive, might not. I don't really care. I got my money's worth. This one's about 2 years old, this target. So I've used it a lot. And then sometimes I come up with creative targets. And like with a box, it has 6 sides. I've used 3 sides of the target to put targets on. And a lot of times I'll put something in here to weight it down. I'm just going to stick a brick on the top today. So there's 5 targets on that side. And then, see right there, there's 5. 5. And then down here, I put 6. So, I know there's a lot of people who want to have everything precise and lined up and even and just so when they're shooting. But I'm not that way. I want things a little bit not perfect, lined up and things like that. That's why I don't worry about if I have the target facing straight up or down or sideways or whatever, or if they're even across the line. I don't need that. When I'm out hunting or something like that, the animals don't stand just perfectly for me to be able to line up my shot on them. Sometimes they're moving when people are out hunting, or they're facing towards you or sideways or a little bit away, and you got to know what's a good angle and all that, because it's not all picture perfect. So same thing with targets. Doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it can be any way I want it to be. They're not evenly spaced or perfectly lined up. None of that kind of thing. So, but I do come up with different ways to do targets. And I do a lot of repairs. I've only had one person comment about me making a video on YouTube where there was a lot of patches on the target, and there really was. But, you know, hey, it's my money going out. So, and if I want to limit how much money I put out on these things, that's up to me. So here's the back of this one. I've reused this one 3 times now. You know, and these things are about $1 a piece right here. So, or maybe $1.50. And I just don't want to throw away my money on targets. just because they need to be perfect when I first shoot at them. A lot of people want them perfect. A lot of people can afford to buy targets brand new each time. Even if I can afford it, I don't want to do it. You know, I want to conserve my money and use it for maybe new guns or new pellets or new kind of targets. Not to be wasted on, for me, wasting on brand new targets every time. I have brand new targets. I got a whole bunch of them. These are all brand new targets in here. And then I got a big stack of the other ones, you know. But I don't want to use them every time. I want to use, you know, the old ones. Somebody gave me this stack. You know, these are Beeman targets. Frank Montalou, he gave me some paper targets once, you know, and he uses brand new targets every time. Mitch Pettingill used to use mostly new targets. Now he patches them up sometimes. So, I just don't, I'm not a person to spend a lot of money on new targets all the time. I'm more of a fix it up and use it again kind of person. It's like me, I reheat my coffee. As it pertains to pellets.